So now I'd like to invite Dejan, Mitic, and Nikola Mihajlovic, who are representing the Zadružni Savez Južna Serbia, so that's the cooperative union of southern Serbia, and the Zadružni Savez Serbia, which is the cooperative union of Serbia, to talk to us about the state of cooperation in the Balkans, the challenges and opportunities for regional cooperative development. So Nikola and Dejan, do you have a slide to share, or are you just gonna speak?
I first. Hello again. I speak. I don't have a presentation in the beginning of the meeting, and some information on the Serbian about cooperative movement in Serbia. First cooperative founded in Serbia is 1894. It's 127 years ago. Name of this cooperative, agriculture cooperative, is Azanja, and these cooperatives work today. Work mostly 127 years. It's a good example for us and for Europe and for the whole world. About Cooperative Union of Serbia, founded 1 year later. Cooperative Union of Serbia 126 years ago, and work in today. I am the president of Cooperative Union of Serbia, and I said that in the active cooperatives in Serbia is 5,000. Or 5,000 cooperatives, 3,000 is work exactly very good. And in nowadays, interest that in the 21st year founded 180 new cooperatives. It's a very good example. I'm sorry, our English is not so good, but we understand everything you say. I just in little information about cooperatives and cooperative union in Serbia, and we like to work with you, and good luck.
Thank you, Nikola. Dan, would you like to say something?
Yes, of course. I'll do my best in English. At the beginning, I want to say that I'm very happy to be a part of this, how will I say, important initiative. Thanks to you, our young hosts. In the beginning, I also want to introduce you to some joint activities that we have between our regional cooperation of Cooperative Union of Southern Serbia and the RUF organization of Cooperative Union of Serbia. First of all, since I came from the less developed region of Serbia, I will put some emphasis on the projects and activities concerning use of cooperatives as a tool for more sustainable and more equal regional development, and also to say something about the lack of finances for small cooperatives in less developed areas. Starting from 2020, both cooperative unions adopted analytical approach in gathering important data about cooperatives and cooperative sector in Serbia. This was done during 2020 by online. We have this online questionnaire for citizens. In less developed areas, we made some focus groups with cooperatives, local self-governments, civil sector, and development agencies, and other partners, other possible development partners. This is a great amount of data. That 2020 actually this analysis was focused on support to one new form of cooperatives, social cooperatives, which are legally based in Article 11 of our law on cooperatives. Citizen can found cooperative. They have a right and but also obligation to spend minimum 50% of their profit to realization of social goals in the local communities. So we focus this data to help them, and in this way we create a manual how to form a social cooperative in Serbia, and also use this data to make some recommendations to the decision makers, line ministries in Serbia. In this way, we have some small advocacy campaign in front of the newly formed Serbian Ministry of Rural Care. And this was a success because we received first financial support for this new type of cooperatives. And thanks to this, now we have some domestic good practice. We have social cooperatives which are active in providing better living conditions in rural areas. Some of them are fighting for their ecological goals, while most of them are directly engaged in employment of hardly employable groups of people, such as persons with disabilities, Roma population, but also young and women in rural areas. In this way, I should only say that concerning the social enterprise, social cooperatives, we start 2020 with only 4 social cooperatives. We finish the same year with 17 cooperatives, thanks to these activities. But this number 17 is a good number for 1 year, but it's not a good number comparing to the real social need of people in less developed areas. For example, Italy has many thousands of social cooperatives which are active on daily basis and help support providing social services and products to the community. During this 2020 analysis, our biggest impression from it was that regardless of which sector the persons came, they all identify young people in the countryside and women in the countryside as a most endangered group. Also, they say that young people and women in rural area deserve most help. So there is some kind of collective consciousness in small communities about surviving, and they know how to survive, and they see the problems. Also, the same citizens recognize cooperatives as a great model for providing economic opportunities for young women and people in rural areas. And this is also became a practice in European Union, as European Union actively promotes engagement of cooperatives as a tool or a model for more equal and more sustainable regional development. For example, they have 2 projects in which they use cooperatives as a platform for youth employment. We have some same experiences at the same time here in Serbia, but time is very short. In this regard, I want to say that probably I think that we may lack a development lab or a think tank or other type of support that could deal with these questions and with measuring what works on the field, especially new forms of cooperative that you show us, and in which citizens are interested to form it, and to make probably some recommendation and exchange of practice on that level. During this year, now it's ongoing our analysis, which is focused on financial support and other types of supporting cooperatives in Serbia. So no less important topic is generally poor liquidity of cooperatives due to the lack of working capital in Serbia. Our cooperative sector is still largely handled by the fact that we don't have a legal base to form savings and loan cooperatives, so we cannot provide working capital inside our own sector. While the commercial banks are very poorly recognized cooperatives here in Serbia. But there are some positive movements. For example, Unicredit Bank is preparing 30 million euros of credit line, soft credit line, together with the European Investment Bank. And this credit line will be offered with lower interest rates and will be accessible to a large number of cooperatives here. But I need to say that still we miss our own financial institution. According to the Serbian loan cooperatives in Article 12, there is a possibility for creating fund for development of cooperatives. But this legal opportunities never been used. So during our joint activities, we also advocate to public sector with the proposal to start forming first fund according to the law, but public sector is inert to our proposals to form first fund solely from their own funds. They think that they own the money. So perhaps we need in this way to change approach and to maybe together with you to collect some money to make a challenge fund, and then to start challenging public authorities for them to double or triple this amount. So this is for now. I'll be during our conference here, and materials are available through Eva. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nikola and Dejan. Yeah, I think that those are some really insightful findings that you got from your survey and your research, and also looks like there's definitely some concrete opportunities that might be interesting to some people in the room. So hopefully we'll come back to those later.